What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman Football Manager 2022 series. Be sure to leave a like on the video for more, and if you're enjoying it, we have come to the end of the season in China here. So we mention it in China because we're at the end of November, which gives it an interesting feeling. It's definitely not the position to be in right now. What I mean is by leaving the club. We've got a lot more to achieve, but our contract expiring this time, next season, next year, if things don't go to plan where we are trying to push on and reach Asian Champions League and maybe even to have some success there, but then, that will be more seasons, or another season after that anyway. But we put it first and foremost, we joined here. They were struggling in the relegation zone. We took over. We got them safely out of that. Even if we just go to our, results. We had a few more games to finish off the season, but there we go. We just refreshed that there, so it's sorted by the months. Sometimes it doesn't go like that. But yeah, these last few games you just played here, we're just playing some good football, really. Like even that 5-0 there, it's a spread of goals. Gustavo Coutinho. To be fair, our foreign players are doing the job, and funnily enough, some of them, Isaac, he's running out his contract. I already touched on him. I think we could find someone better. He's got really strong attributes, 4-star, but he's 30 years old. Maybe get someone younger, and I think he's been very good, but I kind of want to leave the window open, so to speak, just to see what foreign players we could potentially sign. So, just keeping that open. We left one more game so we can finish off, in style, I guess, finish off with a game today in this episode and, for the season here in China. But, so that's what we're talking about. We build the team for next season. And what I showed you that when we mentioned it, how about maximum of 5 new over 21 domestic players. So, Chinese players. Get another crop of those this season because we have a lot of youth guys that are registered in the team. So we replace them with another 5 over 21, and where our wages sitting as well, I think we definitely have enough to get another 5, and our team could be sitting very, very strong. I think we could be in a very strong position and maybe challenge for the title, if not just getting into the top 4, getting into Asia, you're in the Champions League, getting into Europe, or when you're in Europe, you say getting into Europe, even if you don't get in Champions League. But ACL, Asian Champions League is going to be the main for us. Well, that's going to be what we have to achieve. So that's going to be big for next season. Like obviously, if we don't do it, that's when we leave at our end of our contract. But I think again, with another 5 over 21 senior Chinese players to get in, I think we can build a really, really strong team. I've touched on that a lot already, but getting these guys, highlighting those. I want to get those out of the first team. And the majority of those, they're under 23 types. And I want to start, we got Li Shibo as well. He continually at the top of training. Very, very good. But those are the even guys we got in the intake, maybe not the highest or the same high potential. And G, I think he was the best. G. DM, another DM to be fair, but looks reasonable. See his current ability. Look at some of those. They're in the silver stars. And we just signed him up and he's already above those types. And even there's a couple more there, so which is promising signs, a midfielder, but they're not one. I don't want to replace them with them. I want to replace them with some more experienced players. So just to compare with how the squad is doing, I think getting another 5 experienced over 21, but already ready-made Chinese players, not young players that are going to grow, but guys that are they're quality players, or at least at a minimum, the guys we signed. We brought in someone, not like this guy, but he's not bad. Say someone like a Wei Shi Hao. He's professional player, 23 cats to China. These types we want to bring in. Let alone our top goal scorer. Let's sort by goals for a second. So top goal scorer was someone I brought in. Unbelievably, more than any of the other foreign players. and a striker with 6 finishing. We talked about his other surrounding attributes that are really good. Penalties. Sure, he can take penalties, but majority have been non-penalties. Mentally, he's so strong. And he's never even have a cap for China as well. But these are the types we bring in to cover in the positions that are a bit weaker. Yeah, I reckon we can have a good season and really challenge for those goals. So a bit of a review there before we get into this final game of the season. So they are 18th. I'm really expecting a strong showing, really. We do have a young goalkeeper. He's got a bit of growth. I feel like I want to use him, but I don't think he's going to be the best. But I feel like we want to, look, you got Yashilin, Li Shibo. I think we're using the younger guys. We're not even starting, the guy we showed before, maybe preparing for letting him go, Isaac. And we don't have another young centre-back. Like, this guy is 33 years old. We're just playing for his experience. And maybe the Chinese defensive players can learn from him a little bit. And even Gao Zhangyi, he is 29 years old. So he was another one we brought in as well. So that's what I mean. Another five Chinese players that are like those guys we've just been covering, like Badan. And we could be, maybe you guys can suggest the positions we look for them in, if you guys can analyze from our squad. But we have a whole lot of like these players, these under 23s, Chinese under 23s. That's where we want to get obviously some better players. So that's the plan. That's the plan for the off season when we go signing players, which I'm quite excited for. But then also, because we've got the maximum foreigners, I feel we might need to at least sell one to sign another and register, regardless of the guys we're releasing. Yeah, we might need to sell one other as well. So we're going to see what the situation is. I think we've had enough episodes at this new team where you guys get in the comments and analyze the actual players we have and which ones maybe we should try and get rid of and, sell. But it's really hard to sell those foreigners, as I said, the best way. I think we got 2 actually running out of their contracts. The centre-back was the only one that's registered. Yeah, that's what we wanted to touch on. If we look at those that are expiring, there is a few. There is a in 2024, yeah. So, hate to say, let him go. Look at that ability. No, even potential isn't the greatest. These ones you let go of. This guy, I've got to wonder about if he gets a new contract. He's growing a little bit, but that's where, look what all the positions he can play, but that's where maybe we can get a better quality. So Brian, remember when I unregistered him? Because, he's one, these 2, they're running out of contracts. So they're not registered foreigners, so almost disregard them. What if anything you're going to regard is their wages that's going to be freed up. But Isaac was the only one. I kind of did want to let him go, not just because he's 30, but so an actual foreign we can sign that's going to come right in, because this is us releasing 3 or just letting them run out their contracts. So keep that in mind. I feel I almost had to do that because of the want of bringing in at least one of my own foreigners. And that's all I can really do. I can only get in one, considering the guys we already have. Which ones that I am happy with. Like, both Gonzalo, if we take a look at Coutinho, he's 25 years old. His determination is going down, which is not great. But look, 4.5 star, that's top quality. Like, if we look at the other best teams in the league, we go to Gonzalo as well. He's 24. They're not old. He's 4-star though. Could you probably find someone a bit better? That's the only thing. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm thinking about selling him. He's got a lot of those 11s, but jumping reach outstanding. So he's good as a target man, but I feel you can have a bit more of a talented technical player, especially as a striker, someone to smash in goals. But he's been good as a target man. But if we're thinking we want to sign more than one foreign player, he's probably one to try and get out of the club if we offer him out, see if anyone comes. Because another one, Brazilian, he's wanted. I don't want to be offering him out though, because he's probably, could we get someone better than him? I don't know. He's very promising. And then Du Kriros. Yes, there he is. That one. I just want to show you the foreign guys, all of them. So, give you guys a good opinion. I'll give you guys a good idea, so you give your honest opinions, and you can give your best opinions, really. So, and that's how he's looking. I don't mind him as well. But, some of these guys, they're contracted for longer, so we would have to actually sell them, which, we went through a little period of, and they just didn't get interest, but teams thought, they're on too many wages. And yeah, that's it. Also on the updated skin, yeah, it's actually pretty nice how you can look at all the stats and different panels there. So anyway, Gustavo Coutinho, there we go, 1-0. Didn't waste any time. And this is what I mean. Like, I said this, I think, since we joined this club. Like, we managed better than the last manager or with our squad. And we just do not look like a team that was in the relegation zone. Like, simple as that. So, yeah, we can take a look at our formation there. And I think by default, on this skin, this is like dragged. So you can drag it all the way and it makes this big part, and you can change these to whatever you want. But yeah, it's pretty cool. What a sweet way to kick off the game. And we've seen that. We've seen that continuously. Here we go. We don't want to speak too early in the game, of course. Lee Shibo, and you could say maybe we're not even fielding our strongest team, because again, at the back, the foreign centre-back. But Lee Shibo, when I go like that, that's me being amazed, which I'm sure you realise by now. I go like that, like with a lot of things. That's like me being amazed by something, like, wow, unbelievable. Maybe that's obvious anyway, but yeah, just to make sure of that. Gonzalo, he left it. Is this the training pitch? Is this our under-18s team that we are having a practice game against in match preparation for the next one? Oh, no, you're disallowed. You're disallowed. No, the other guy was offside. He was. Okay, I guess Badan was. Maybe I got too excited. All of that. Maybe they just held a great defensive line there. Offside trap. Let's not get too excited. But no, you can tell they're lacking. And we're going to see that on display here. Even though that one-on-one wasn't taken. But, oh, that's funny. But still, we open them up. And another. No, that's cleared. But yeah, we're on top, man. Okay, corner. Alexander, so he can take court. Yeah, Lee Shibo, come on, Lee. He could be a leader. He could be a leader of the team. Ooh, let's go. Lee Shibo. And we're starting to build like a short list of players that we've had at each club. And yeah, some of them younger as well. So you never know. It depends how good they get. I always mention that. And I've said it previously where, we can sign them in the next team because we're always upgrading. But I think, like, apart from his physicals, in terms of he neither has quickness or strength, which could hurt him at a top level. But I think, I touched on this already. Like, he and Yao Shilin, I want to try and find some more Chinese guys like him in terms of that potential. The potential where they're on the level of the foreign players' like current ability. If they could get to that level, that's where you imagine if you could get a squad like that. Your Chinese level players are on par with the foreigners. I'd say you dominate the league, and that's when you would have a chance in like the Asian Champions League. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. Let me know up in the comments. Do you think that is the best approach, even if our contract is running out? I guess we have to see running out next season, but I guess we do have to see how next season goes regardless. But is that our course right now? Do we target becoming one of the best teams in the league, which I think is possible with the way we're managing and how we've got, wage available, no matter how long it takes? This is a real opportunity to get a big success, win this league, and if not win the Asian Champions League, obviously, if we're right up there, we would want to, it's our opportunity to get like that continental competition. So I think we're in a good position to do this right now. So we're at a good club for it. Ooh. Yeah, and Yashilin, I mentioned it once before, he's got like a green headband. So, if you've got some accessories, you've got to be a good player. You've got to be a good player. I'm not saying because he has that, he's a good player. I'm saying if you've got that, you better be playing well or you could be quickly out of your team. Or get that out of your hair. The old days. We just want to see everything simple. We just want some good footballers out there. Come on. All right. It's too... Oh, yes. Come on, man. Yo, Gustavo. Oh, cool. Again. Cold. Ice cold. Ice cold. Seriously, man. When do you see this in FM where he doesn't shoot there, he goes to the line, then he has the composure to cross it? Like, what? Who does that? Gustavo Coutinho does it. Like, how often do you see something like that, like, play out in that fashion? You don't. Really? I'm still shocked. Oh, great save. Great save. I thought that was going to be a goal, to be fair, but that kind of play is rare to see. So I got to pinpoint it down to, is it improvements into the 3D gameplay this year in FM22, or is it how we're set up tactically, or a mix of both? Of course, they're always adding little new things to improve the gameplay. And Badan. And that's what we're used to. That's what you're used to. But anyway, 3-0. We're clearly, we're showing separation where we were probably in a position where this team was, or what they're showing from their ability anyway. And yeah, I'd love to see your guys' opinions, but I think the CPU struggle in leagues and countries where there's a lot of rules with registrations and foreign limits. Because this team, we've just done better. Not like we've replaced with better foreign players. I thought the Chinese players at the club were pretty poor, and he could be offside, Gonzalo. It says it could be fractionally offside, but what is... This is 4-0. 4-0. What? It's awarded no offsides there. And Yashilin, he's really getting involved. I'm really liking the look of him. How good was that? How good was that? Yeah, I'm getting hyped, man. I'm getting hyped because that was excellent. And maybe Gonzalo showing me his qualities to keep him. You play with a target man, get crosses on his head. Just find him. And the centre-backs aren't going to beat him. My God, let's make it 5-0 come half-time. What? And now Alexander. Here we go. There, he missed him. Which was pretty disappointing. And now Jiashen, we're going to rebound and see how we build from defense. Now do Krirosh. Tang Shi. He's been okay. Zanyi. We're just outplaying them. And cool. That's just cool, man. That's cool. How composed are we? Our composure is cool. As I said, ice cold, man. Look at that. Look at Badan. Cheeky. Just cool and cheeky. To make it 5-0 at halftime. Wow. Wow. As I said, this is a perfect way to finish off the season as well, because we took over during the season when they were in the relegation zone. Now we play against a team. Remember when they were losing? This is us. This is before I joined. That trash. I've got a team of this form playing what we're doing now. Amazing change up, right? It's because of a mix of reasons. I'm so hyped today, even outside of this Football Manager stuff. So the fact that we're just playing well is showing that even more so. But I'm exceptionally pleased. So here's Kong Yong Ming with the goal kick. Or he just kicks it up the field there. Up the pitch. Shilin. Oh, poor pass. But I feel like even Shilin, he's getting really involved. He's trying to do a lot of playmaking work. And he's showing that pretty well. It's filthy. Saying that. It's Zhang Yan. He's out and wide. He's going to whip it in with his left. No, he's not. Forced onto his right. And our goalkeeper is even having a fair game. He's making his own saves. All right. Bernardo. He goes long. Well, he gets into the box and it is cleared. And he just ran out. He didn't even try to keep that in. He ran into the flow of the ball. So, yeah, we're probably just going to play out with this. It's the last game of the season, so we don't need to rest players. We don't need to rest. And now, they're actually playing a bit, these last couple chances. He's just giving opportunities for our keeper to make saves and get a solid rating himself, which we are doing. Well, which he is doing. There, Bernardo puts it in, and that's cleared. Gonzalo. See, these situations, you can tell he's caught up on easy, but then he just gets his own space. And now it's Gustavo Coutinho. Oh. Yeah, that was it. That was it. But, like, we're treating them like they're in a division below. Like, this is what it feels like, right? We feel like we're playing a cup game against a lower division team. Like, that's just... Like, this is the dominance we're seeing. Even though they've got the last couple chances, Lee Shibo, that was a bit iffy. Oh. Not quite. I reckon our keeper, he should get a pretty good rating. So, he's not one we're usually playing, but we're playing him because it's the end of the season. Result doesn't matter. So, if you consider that, if that's been our approach, and we're still doing this... Yeah. We were probably going to concede. We were probably due to concede. They were having so many chances. So, late opportunity. And as I said, we're not looking to make too many changes or any changes late. We're just going to let the boys play it out. Because as I said, we've got some younger guys, just like Shilin, Shibo, playing out their games. Some guys on the bench may not even be here next season. So, yeah, let these boys play it out. Final game of the season. Nice little goal to concede so we don't pay any goal. the clean sheet bonuses. You know, I mentioned that. I'm like, I really don't care if we don't get a clean sheet in a game, especially when it's a team, like a lower team, when money is a focus. I'm like, yeah, lads, we've got this result. Maybe don't concede another one. Concede one and I'm happy. But we're going to get... Oh, go! I might need to audition for, like, South American football commentary because we got that going. 6-1. Told you. This is a height way to end the season. That was no real assist. There was a slide tackle. Gustavo Coutinho. That was an instinct strike. Instinct. Come on. Yeah. 6-1. No doubt. A brace, I reckon Gonzalo and Gustavo Coutinho are saying, Gaffer, you got to keep us on. Our chemistry is too good. We're going to bang in goals. You don't need any other foreign strikers. Like, us two Brazilians, we're going to get it done for you. We got to get it done. And then we got Bud done as well. Like, yeah, let me know what you guys think. But I always like to keep my options open, like what we're mentioning with these foreigners, because we want to improve the team and make ourselves better. But, yeah, those guys are deadly. And then Badan, I mentioned, we brought him in, and he's been a top goal scorer. So isn't that scary if he was? But at the same time, we want to give an overview or how they've done for the whole season, and not just when the season's over, they, like, in a dominant game for us. You can sometimes let yourself get not confused by that. I'm not confused here, but maybe it can just blind what they did for the whole season. And see, going into this, like, they're 18th, but that was still a away from home game as well, which generally they're pretty tough. Maybe not against league strugglers, but what I was just comparing before in the schedule, that's where we were. When I say we, it was before we joined. So, yeah, let's just go through these messages. 6 are the best. Yeah, excellent way to finish off the season. And as I said, it was fitting. No, not because it was a dominant win. Maybe slightly, but we played against a team where this club was, where Qingdao, when they were needing of a manager, because they were absolutely struggling. So that's a great difference point. And that's not overreaction. I just showed you in the schedule. All those losses they were getting, they were in some trouble. Beijing Guan. So, okay, I actually did want to show you guys this. When I mentioned about, they're rich. See, that's going to be I want to show you guys a difference. Have they spent big? They didn't even sign anyone there. Okay, here, 20K. So they're not even spending big. It says rich. But, okay, even this guy, again, that's like another, they signed someone from Juventus. But this guy looks, oh my God, he's 18. We might need to look in the Chinese, in the national team. If there's let's see. Yeah, give you guys a bit of build up to the preseason if anyone's going to show us. You can check under 23s as well, but to know guys that are already here, look, there's multiple players, but look at the prices on these guys. And if they're not, yeah, they don't look like guys that's running out the contract and all that. Or if they don't have something there. Yeah, there's only 3 guys. They're not, these guys are not going to be cheap. Like ones that like Grasshopper. But you might take an interest if they're on loan. Like these guys are amazing. Admittedly, they're probably not going to be signed by, the Chinese Super League teams. Yeah, so Liu Bin, hold up. Jian, he came through. Guangzhou. See, only signed for 80K. That's not expensive. Like, it's nothing crazy. Then Ya Hongbo. But his value is, he's at Beijing Guan as well. He came through, oh my God. They're developing guys like this. So that's going to make it, yeah. It makes it a little bit hard. But what I did want to show you guys is what their team is looking like. And can we get to that? Okay, that's a little bit annoying that we can't see that. But their values. Oh, they got they've just got an amazing, they must have amazing youth. Holy Look at they're all guys that would have been developed or just came through their academy. Yeah, look. Yeah, Beijing Guan. God, it must be because their youth recruitment, I mean, it says exceptional. Even, why is it not like maximum? I thought exceptional was like one of the highest, I think. But anyway, if we do a bit of a comparison, that's tough, yeah? We wish we could get it up there and are at least financial secure. But one of the most successful Chinese clubs, I don't expect for us to be overnight. That is not realistic. They've been like over the years, like a successful, really look at the success they've had like for years, like since the 90s. So let's not like expect that change overnight or over a couple seasons, let alone. But my point is, this is the target of where we need to be. So is that a realistic thing? We can go like, oh, okay, let's try and be as good as them. But is it realistic when they're developing crazy amount? These guys are just 17. So what, through the last intake? What's their youth? What's their under 9? There's going to be more of these guys. Or do we take a look? We probably have to pay compensation if we try and approach one of these guys. But if we go over to the squad screen, let's just sort by the values here. Like, unbelievable. Guang Pan. Okay, so like he doesn't look as crazy, does he? But yeah, looks like these guys won't be able. Okay, ones that are on youth contracts at least. Like this guy. Yeah, he's not in comparison to those others, but I want to. Nah, he does. Of course, Beijing Guan. Like they are exceptional. And now, before taking a look at them as a whole, I think, wow, like. Honestly, I think their Chinese players are better than their foreigners, or definitely on par. Wow. So, realistically, can we get where almost half our team, or at least 5, 6, 7 players, where we're getting hyped up? Who are we getting? We get hyped about Li Shibo. Well, I mean, their potential is that level. So maybe he has very good development over the next season and he can get like that. But a couple of those young guys, they absolutely look crazy. They looked better than Shilin and, Shibo. But I think they have the potential of getting there, like if they get to their potential. But yeah, we just wanted to compare to the league winners this year. No, I would prefer Mbappe. I hate this, like, I guess, feature in FM22 where they say this. Who would prefer Gonzalo? Then they say it to the best player in the world, to Mbappe. Like, you would be silly. Who would want him? Who would prefer him to Kylian Mbappe? Like, that's a bit of a reach. Like, I think they need to change that. Don't compare it to best player in the game because it's just, it looks weird. That's weird, bro. And yeah, then we just wanted to get to the end of the season review. That's always a good way to finish an end of season episode. Right. So, yeah, Badan, I don't think he can beat him as, like, a best signing of the season. Nah, I'm not even having the board intelligence in Football Manager. The board are disappointed with the deal to sign Badan. This is mainly down to giving the player a wage that is too high for his place in the squad. I have no words. So obviously Gustavo Coutinho, yeah, he had a dominant last game, and yeah, he was excellent. We're definitely not trying to ship him out, as I said. That's why I mentioned maybe Gonzalo. because he is, he's that taller type, jumping reach. Honestly, we weren't even playing him in his best. Like, we advance forward, we switch around positions and roles. But anyway, he even was 12 starts, 10 off the bench for 9 goals. He still was good, but can we get someone to a bigger level, a better level? But anyway, back to the point. Before that last game, Badan had the most goals scored for the season. He was a player I signed. What was that from? He still had 16 starts. Fair enough for 13 goals, but that's a good ratio. 13 goals from 16 starts, 3 off the bench. So what are we missing out on? His wage is 1.9k. What are we looking at? Did I do so well that this is what they're reaching for? Like, wages. He's nowhere near the most. He's dead in the middle. Pretty much. But, like, where are they getting that opinion? What is going on? What is going on? Like, the mainly down... How is that D? Why are they giving us a D? That's what he gave the other teams, sure. But, like, what? Too high for his place in the squad. If that was it, I think he's below, if anything. Because he's one of the top performers. And he's in the middle for wage. If you can take something else out of it, let me know in the comments, please. What? So let's move on after all of that. 10. But they're super happy with the mid-table finish when we joined in the relegation zone, looking like relegator. I hate saying we, because we were not doing that. Yeah, that form is where the job was really available. Then we... wait, when did we take over? Can you tell? Yeah, around that period. And obviously, we came to the end of our other job. See, because the thing is right now in, let's just say in the European leagues, the situation we're in is like entering January, like the middle of the season. So I guess we're adapted. It doesn't mean like, we can try find another job. No, we're not going to do that right now. We have to play this out, and we have to, I suppose, adapt to how the Chinese season goes for the next maybe 2-3 seasons, whatever's our portion going to be here. Maybe however long it takes. Or how long do you guys think, if we don't win the Asian Champions League, like how long do we give the chance of achieving that? Or do we do it until we actually get it? Is like this because if we don't get it here, where are we going? Back in Europe with a team that's nowhere going to be nowhere. They're going to be nowhere near like a European Champions League win. For me, we're in a part of the world where we have a chance to have that continental success, like kind of where you would be if you're looking for a Pentagon, or if you're doing a Pentagon challenge, you try and get that Asian Champions League. I think as a comparison in a point in the save, that's where we're at. So I think that's where you get that's where you get a real boost to your rep. And I think that's what we have to gun for, regardless of how many seasons it takes. And before, maybe you were like, I'm trying to jump teams a lot. But here, I think we're at a great team. And that game we just played, it wasn't the only one like that. Remember this one, that 6-0 away from home? We've showed it consistently, which is real big. I feel like we're a bit that's out of our control, especially that we've been here not even for 12 months. So it'll be interesting to see so I didn't want to, they're so, it's different comparison. So I want to see how that goes. Annual revenue, we haven't even been here for a year. So, I'd be interested to track this over the next season as well. And any of these guys, you can take a look. And Whitlock, he was the highest in terms of the shirt sales. But, if we make another big foreign signing, that could be it as well. But you do wonder what the actual difference between, these other foreign guys are. They could be high. They could be like a few, like a handful, or maybe even maybe a few hundred at most in between them, but you wouldn't say too much, just off a guess. That's how we lined up, kind of. Not how I lined up, but actually, we'll take a look. You can see record breakers. Badan, like, how did they come with that opinion? That was so weird. Even if he was on the highest wage, like, I feel it would be wrong, their opinion. And he's not even near the highest wage. So, I'm struggling to... They must have disagreed with the transfer and then just not coming back on that. So they're just reaching. But anyway, I wanted to... Wei Shei Hao. He was another one. He was another one of, like, the shirt sales. And he's a non-foreign. He's Chinese, obviously. one of the top shirt sales. So that was big for one of our signings. He was up there with the foreign guys. So we're just going to get through all these messages right now. Like, we got record high. We got multiple, like, highest wins. And, yeah, I had other messages like this as well previously. So, really good season. We went through the review. The club and vision. For next, look at the change. Next season, they're wanting a top half finish. I'm not complaining about that, but definitely look at that. We're just going to accept the vision. So we got to go in like that as well. And yeah, look at the atmosphere, the support. Yeah, it's starting to look really good. Maybe keep track of who are the leaders to let Isaac go. But his contract are running out. We'll see how the team react to losing a team leader. But there's a couple other guys. Zhao Shi. Yeah, he's the goalkeeper. See, I'm already adapting to, like, realize, and trust me, that's been hard for me in the past. Like, I think maybe you guys can relate. Like, if you're managing in China, it is hard to remember all the players. I'm just saying, because their names are incredibly unique. It's hard for me to do that even in, like, managing in Europe. And yeah, guys with different names. It's not even individually. It's just judging off where we're at now compared to the previous teams we're at. Maybe you guys might feel the same just from the videos. Like some guys, oh, yeah, wait, who's that player again? Yeah, it's a bit like that. So we're going to discuss plans for next season. And I always say this, just go off the board's expectations. So top half. Yep, this one's the one for top half. And that will get good reactions. And then that's the result you're after. And that's it. That's going to get no negatives. So yeah, just so you guys know that. That's always the best approach. I mean, you can put higher expectations, but keep in mind, there's going to be every chance players are going to be, they may not resonate with that. And they'll disagree and have unhappy reactions to all of that. So any of these guys, any of our players winning? Nah. So, no, that's all right. But how about that Badan? He comes third in the top. He wasn't even, we signed him when we were here. And gripping Gustavo Coutinho. Like, yeah, he was great in that game, that 6-1 we played. But the fact... That's huge, man. That's huge. Look at that. 19 games, 13 goals. But he's a bad signing. We signed on a... yeah, man. I don't know. And don't forget, we sold Chen Yang 2.2 million. So we have... we've helped... That's helped the money anyway. Say you take off that... Yeah, take that off the balance. And we're not looking too healthy. But I wonder... Like, where are we? 24th November. So it's a good idea, or you can see the income versus the expenditure. Yeah, you can kind of tell that. You can really tell that a little bit. But anyway, that's where we're going to finish off the season. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually very, very excited to get into the off-season, see what signings we are going to make. And yeah, I've already let you guys know which type of players we're going to look to let go of. And I guess this is where you guys hope to see your guys' comments in to see what you guys think what we are going to do with the squad or what you would suggest. Like these guys, look at these youth guys. They're not even onto a gold star. They can't be in the team. Well, we can sign 5 over, unless we find some good youngsters, but might be hard to sign. A lot of them may be already contracted, or why would they be released, right? So that's 1, 2, 4. Maybe leave him because he's... let's see these others. And 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not even going to be able to replace them all, I'd say. Or maybe with... Yeah, but we'll just see. But the squad looks a little bit big, so we sign our 5 and maybe still put some of these guys in the youth team because they're that age, they're like 18. So yeah, definitely let me know. Maybe we can find some more like Li Shibu would be very nice, and Yao Shilin. That's what I mean. These young guys, they don't have to be that over 21 Chinese player. They could be like them. So we are gonna definitely get our scouting going and hopefully be able to find them. And so you guys know the situation, just to get these foreign players, there's so much relying on the chief scout, because if we want to go on our own, we've got a no package right now, but we cannot literally select anything else. So maybe I'll try and speak the board, which I've already done, and I think they've rejected it from my memory, because yeah, I'd be wanting to try and get more, but I don't know if they're going to allow us to. Yeah, how can we even search for Brazilian players? Look at that, Renat. Do you know why? It's because of the Brazilian staff, that we actually found Brazilian staff and we were able to get them in. So Brazilians definitely going to be the target for the foreign. So yeah, just so you know, they're the reason they show up in the scouting knowledge. As you can see, you go sign some more. Even if we go here, if we go South American, we don't even need to click on that. You can just see from Brazil, you see Marlon Benetti. He's the one that gets the knowledge there. But even though we've got 2 from Brazil, so that's 100% knowledge regardless. You just need 1, and even Belgium. So who knows? I like how that zooms in on that. Like, that's pretty cool. I rarely see it like that, to be honest. You got Uzbekistan, and that's just from... Oh, that might be... See, that's what I love about FM. In terms of this, you go to your affiliates. No, that could be from something else. But that could be... Like, that could be it. You could get that through your... If you look for affiliate. There's so many ways you can get that scouting knowledge. Because, yeah, no, we got no stuff. So there might be something else doing with Uzbekistan. Again, let's go back. There's a lot to be done. But I'm really excited to let's get into the preseason now. I'll leave the episode here, but if you guys can show support and be excited for the next episode coming, which is obviously will be the start of next season, and it will be a bit to play through because look where we are, end of November, and look, preseason, February, season doesn't get underway till March. So yeah, a bit to play off camera and make signings, but we're very excited for it. Hope you guys will be here to see the next episode, and yeah, I'll see you guys there.